In this video, we'll show you exactly how you can start a fitness or personal training business with no money in 7 easy to follow steps, including the most cost-effective PT routes, free ways to brand and advertise your PT business, and free tools every trainer should be using. My name's Luke Hughes, Sales and Marketing Director and co-founder of Origym, the UK's largest training provider that certifies thousands of personal trainers each year, both here in the UK and internationally. Step 1. You need the right qualifications. In order to start a personal trainer business, you must hold the right certification. To legally operate in the UK as a personal trainer, you must hold an Ofqual regulated Level 3 qualification in personal training. Ofqual is the sister company to Ofsted and regulates vocational qualifications across the UK in health and fitness, social care, beauty, amongst dozens of other industries. You will not be able to get insurance as a personal trainer without an Ofqual regulated certificate and would be liable if any claims were brought against you by a client, regardless of how well you have written their program. Pro tip to save money. You can qualify through various study methods to gain your Level 3 personal training certificate, but if you want to start a personal trainer business with no money, qualifying online is the most cost-effective route. For example, here at Origym, we run Ofqual approved personal training qualifications through classroom-based learning, blended learning, and online study. Our online course is £800 less than our full-time classroom-based study. It is cheaper via online learning as the overheads to us as the provider are substantially less, so the fees to you as the student are also less. For example, we do not have to supply a venue for classroom or practical learning. We also do not need to provide a tutor to teach every day. You are doing the majority of the work to get yourself qualified. You can also spread the cost of the personal training qualification on a 0% interest basis over a 12-month period. This keeps your outgoings at a minimum, and with online learning, you can do it all around your full-time job to keep income flowing in whilst you qualify. Step 2. Low-cost personal training ideas and services. If you're looking to set up a personal trainer business with no money, you need to think about where you're going to offer personal training, through which medium, and what services you're going to include that do not incur substantial costs or overheads to implement. For example, freelancing from mainstream gyms would incur rent fees that can range from $400 to $1,200 a month depending on location, as well as license fees for uniform, marketing and other add-ons. But there are a few options that incur little to no cost at all. Here are our top 5 options to starting a personal training business with no money. Home personal training. You could offer home personal training by traveling to clients' houses. When traveling to clients' homes, you can charge more per hour. This is for the inconvenience of traveling and factoring for petrol and depreciation of your car. The typical inflation for traveling to people's homes is increasing your hourly rate by 25%. For example, if you normally charge £30 an hour, you could then charge £40 an hour. Apart from some minimal costs for some functional-based equipment, which we'll come on to shortly in this video, you're not having to pay rent for a venue, and many clients prefer this medium of training for their own convenience or fear of mainstream gyms. See here how personal trainer Kim Clark has set up her PT business, specialising in home visits in and around the Derby area. Using the great outdoors. Using the great outdoors is one of the most cost-effective ways for you to start a personal training business with no money. Whether you want to run one-to-one PT, a running club, boot camps, classes, or boxing and pad work sessions. See here how personal trainer Michelle Simpson has set up her outdoor fitness business in Sheffield using a local park. Or here how Bournemouth-based trainer Rebecca Joe is using the beach for her one-to-one training sessions. Outdoor training removes the overheads of a venue, and many clients actually prefer it, weather permitting of course. Online personal training. A great place to start if you're setting up a fitness business with no money is to go online. With an online business, you're not having to worry about gym rent, equipment costs, or where and when to train clients. Online personal training has the biggest potential for scale of any avenue, as you're not bound by location or by a set hourly rate. With online personal training, you can deliver programs, nutrition plans, live classes via video, or even motivate and correct clients' form from the comfort of their own home, as well as your own. See here how trainer Andy Griffiths has set up his online PT business, offering one-to-one sessions. You can start an online PT business just off your social media and using some of the tools that we will cover later in this video. Normally with online training, you will charge clients by a set monthly fee. The amount you charge depends on what level of service and quality of support that you're going to include. As you can write dozens of programs and nutrition plans per day with the aid of PT software, which we'll come to shortly, you can scale an online business quite quickly with minimal cost to you. Some established online trainers have over 1,000 paying clients, which if you multiply by £150 a month, which is a pretty standard monthly rate, that gives you a whopping £150,000 a month income and 1.8 million a year business. Running classes without equipment. A great idea to start a personal trainer business on a budget is to run classes that do not need equipment. Certain types of classes require mandatory equipment in order to run. For example, if you were running a kettlebell class, you would need to have enough kettlebells for all the attendees and at different weights to cater for different levels of ability, which can be quite costly. However, if you ran boot camps, circuit classes, bodyweight workshops, Pilates or yoga classes, you can negate the use of equipment and still run a very successful class. Additionally, classes when scaled properly can be extremely lucrative. For example, if you ran a circuit class for an hour on an evening and got 20 attendees and charged them just £5 per person, that is actually £100 per hour. If you manage to scale this over time to running 20 classes per week, that equates to £2,000 per week and £8,000 per month. Not bad for 20 hours worth of work. One-to-one PT through reciprocal working. Many one-off gyms and personal training studios are privately owned. Thus, if you need a physical venue to take your clients to, you could negotiate with the owner to allow you to bring clients into their gym without rent. In exchange for this, you could do some hours on the gym floor for free on a limited basis, such as 8 to 10 hours per week. This keeps your rent and overheads to zero, giving you a place to bring clients, and you still have plenty of time to build your PT business around these hours. Another way of achieving the same end goal, particularly if you don't want to give any hours away for free, is to negotiate again with a private venue where you pay a flat fee each time you bring a client into their facility. This results in you only paying when you actually conduct a session and get paid yourself, keeping your outgoings lower than your incomings at all times. Combining PT avenues together. You can combine any of these personal training avenues together to widen your demographic appeal. Some clients will be looking for a personal trainer to come to their home. Others will prefer just being sent an online program to follow, and some just doing classes outside. By offering more than one solution, this naturally widens your appeal and demographic, as you're not restricting your business to only one format of training. See here how Sheffield-based personal trainer Nick Screeton has set up his business by offering face-to-face sessions, online PT, and group PT. Or here, as personal trainers Sarah Lindsay and Rich Phillips have set up their business, Raw Fitness, to offer one-to-one PT, online programming, as well as live classes that clients can join along with from the comfort of their own home. Once you've established which route you like the sound of, it's time to move on to step 3. Step 3, branding your PT business on a budget. Once you've decided on the way you're going to deliver PT and the name of your company, whether that's harnessing your name and adding PT to the end of it, or creating a company name, you're going to need to brand your business. What branding do you need to consider? Here's the most important branding points every business needs. Logo, social media posts and banners, flyers, PT forms, business cards, and uniform. Here's how you can brand your PT business for free. Logo. You can create your logo for your personal training business for free with logo makers. Just pop in your brand name and select the industry, and it will generate thousands of templated ideas based on the colors that you want. See the example on screen using looker.com of my hypothetical PT business, LJ Personal Training. And I've created a slogan for this business: become more. You can further edit the logo's colors, icon, slogan, and layout. It will even show you how your logo will look when used online and in hardback form. Social media posts and banners, flyers, forms, and business cards. You can get the majority of the rest of your branding done in one place, using Canva. Whether you want to create your business cards, banners for Facebook, posters, flyers, or letterheads. With Canva, you could do it all, and it's free. Here is a business card I created using our fictional personal training business, which took less than 2 minutes. Uniform. Lastly, the final part of your branding is your uniform. If you're starting a personal trainer business on a budget, keep costs low by just buying branded clothing that you're actually going to train clients in, and for your top half only, like hoodies, jackets such as this one, and t-shirts. Wearing neutral leggings, shorts, or tracksuit bottoms that are plain that you already own is perfectly acceptable, as most clients will judge your appearance based on your top half. Getting high quality clothing is still important though, as your clients want a trainer who's both professional during sessions and in appearance. You can get high quality and relatively cheap customized gym hoodies, jackets, and t-shirts from personaltrainerclothing.co.uk. Step 4. Sourcing cheap personal training equipment. Depending on the route you decide to go down with your PT business, you may need to source some personal training equipment. For example, if you're planning to do home personal training, PT outdoors, run certain types of classes, then the requirement for equipment becomes inevitable. If you're starting a fitness business on a budget, you can minimize equipment costs through buying functional-based equipment. Functional-based equipment like resistance bands, suspension straps, sandbags, and med balls are extremely cost-effective, portable, and durable. Buying your equipment second-hand. You can find second-hand gym equipment on big general sites like Gumtree, eBay, or free ads. These sites have hundreds of listings for all different types of gym and personal training equipment, and you can filter by price and equipment type. For example, on Gumtree, I have filtered for sandbags and put a maximum price of £20 and found this 30 kilo sandbag going for just £15, which looks in great condition. The price range for a 30 kilo sandbag brand new would be between £50 and £100, depending on the brand. There are even dedicated Facebook groups for buying and selling gym equipment that you can request to join and scan their feeds for bargain buys. Lastly, you can even find specific sites dedicated to selling used gym equipment. Specific sites like usedgymequipment.com, ukgymequipment.co.uk and tradegymsolutions.co.uk have great discounts and bargains.
Wait a minute, have you still not qualified as a PT? Check out this cool video we got right here. Become a personal trainer with the UK's leading training provider. Over 50,000 trainers qualified. Study how suits you best, whether online, part-time or full-time. Internationally recognized SIMSPA endorsed training. Turn your hobby into your career. Whether you want to work in a gym, become an online trainer, freelance from people's homes, or use the great outdoors. Visit origympersonaltrainercourses.co.uk and shape your future the way you want it.
Step 5. Legalities and personal training forms. There are various forms you may need as a personal trainer, which include pre-exercise questionnaire, client goals and lifestyle questionnaire, client tracking forms, service level agreement, client contract, client mandate form, and informed consent, to name just a few. When starting a fitness business with no money, you can simply find templated versions of these forms online and then adapt them to suit your PT business. Simply type into Google personal trainer form templates or personal trainer form downloads, and this will bring up a few websites where you can download the forms that you need for your business for free, such as this one here by the Institute of Personal Trainers, where I can download their 14 essential forms for free. You can pick the forms that you feel that you need and adapt them with your logo and branding, like this new client agreement form here that I have already downloaded for my hypothetical business. Using a combination of sites, you should be able to get all the personal training forms you need, and for no cost. Step 6. Management tools to run your PT business. When you're setting up a personal training business with no money, you need to ask yourself how you're going to track your clients' progress, their payments, communication, as well as having systems for marketing inquiries and running your day-to-day services. Here are some low cost and free key tools you can use to manage these processes and run your business effectively whilst keeping costs down. MailChimp, CRM and marketing platform. MailChimp is a customer relationship platform, and it's essential for managing your clients and prospective clients' information. MailChimp allows you to store the details of people that inquire about your personal training services, schedule follow-up tasks for those inquiries, track and store all your clients' details, automate processes within your fitness business like sending contracts and forms, sending marketing e-shots to prospective clients. There is even free branding and marketing tools that you can use. The best part, it's free for you to add up to 2,000 contacts, and you get 10,000 emails you can send for no charge each month. Perfect for a personal trainer just starting out. Zoom. Zoom has many functions for a personal trainer, and it's free. Whether you want to do personal training consultations distantly, do remote check-ins with clients, or even live mini classes, Zoom works for all these functions. You can host up to 100 people at one time and do 40-minute Zoom meetings without paying a penny. Personal training software. PT software is critical in this day and age, whether you want to train clients in person or online. It saves you huge time writing out programs and nutrition plans manually, tracking clients' progress, and there is no technical skills required to maximize your business. If you're becoming a personal trainer with no money, one of the best softwares to use to get your business off the ground is the Workout Coach. The Workout Coach is one of the very few personal training softwares where you can register your first 5 clients for free, allowing you to not spend a penny until you've built up your client base and started generating revenue. The Workout Coach app allows you to send customized training programs to clients, report and check in on their progress, and for your clients to record their sessions via mobile when they're actually in the gym and training. There is more sophisticated software on the market that you can explore at a later date, like PT Distinction or PT Minder, that come with inflated costs, but if you want to start a PT business on a budget, using Workout Coach's 5 free application is a great way to get started. Payment systems. Next, you're going to need a system to take payments for your business. Firstly, once you have legally registered your business, you're going to need to set up a business bank account. Most banks offer free banking for up to 12 months, such as Lloyds Banking Group is here. Once you've filled in your online application, been approved and got your bank account sorted, you can set up a PayPal account to take payments from your clients. PayPal is free to get started. Just enter your email address, create a password, and then fill in your business details and you're done. It's that simple. You can set up reoccurring payments each month if you're doing monthly PT packages or lump sums if you're selling in block sessions. Step 7. Marketing your personal training business on a budget. Creating a website. If you're going to offer outdoor sessions, home PT, online, or a combination of them, you're going to need a personal training website. The point of a website is ultimately to get rankings and therefore traffic from people searching via search engines like Google for exactly what you sell. To save money, you can use WordPress to create an aesthetically pleasing website from just £3 a month that is optimized for Google rankings, like this one here from celebrity trainer Matt Roberts. This website is built via WordPress, and not just does it demonstrate Matt's company's packages, expertise and services, it actually pulls in hundreds of clicks and inquiries through to his website each month from people looking for personal training in his area. With a WordPress website, you can create your own themes, use their extensive library of templates, hosting is included, and you get your own domain name. Not bad for just £3 a month. Google My Business. Whether you're looking to start a fitness business with no money or not, the first thing any freelance trainer or company should do is get their business listed on Google My Business. Google My Business, or Google Snap Map as it's also referred, is the local businesses that show up on the map when a Google user is searching for a particular service in their area. Here is an example for when I type in personal trainer leads into Google. These businesses show below the paid ads at the top, but above all the organic results, making it a great way to advertise your personal training business right at the top of the Google rankings for absolutely nothing. When you create your Google My Business page, you will get a blank Google profile. You will need to populate this profile as we have done here for our Google My Business page for our head office. As you can see, it will display your business address, opening hours, contact details, showcase your reviews, as well as allowing customers to click on your photos, website, and get directions to your location. Google My Business pages can produce thousands of views. Take a look at our analytics for Origym's Google My Business page in Liverpool for its performance over the last 28 days. As you can see, we got close to 10,500 views from people searching terms in Google like personal trainer courses, gym courses, fitness qualifications, and hundreds of other search terms, as well as those searching for our direct brand name and landing on our Google My Business profile. This leads to more people asking for directions to our business, more calls, and more visits to our website. Personal training advertising tip. When you get your Google My Business page approved, ensure you complete 100% of the profile and fill in your company's logo, images, contact information, and links to your services. Combine this with getting clients to leave you reviews will increase your trustworthiness with Google and therefore how frequently you feature in the Google Snap Map. Additionally, you can use Google My Business to post articles and put up personal training adverts and promotions, like we have here. Prospecting on social media groups. Fitness-based social media groups are massively underused by trainers. You can get in front of thousands of people free of charge with minimal effort. Some Facebook and LinkedIn groups have thousands of members in, such as this weight loss exercise tips group on LinkedIn, or any of these Facebook groups you can see on screen. There are literally dozens of them. Once you get accepted to join some relevant groups, you can start posting in the community, offering tips, depending on what that group pertains to, and all whilst linking back to your personal training services. See here how I've posted one of our latest YouTube videos in the LinkedIn group, Find a Personal Trainer. And here on the Facebook group Fitness Instructors UK to generate more video views from established fitness professionals. This video adds value to the group members, and I'm not just spamming them with links to my PT courses or services. You can also start prospecting group members who post comments asking for advice. Take this example. This was a comment in the Facebook group Keto Diet, Weight Loss and Fitness to somebody called Clarissa's post on their gym progress. This would be an opportune moment to reply with a constructive comment and then link back to your services. Something like, "Hi Ashley, I'm a qualified personal trainer, here's a couple of great tips for you," then provide them some tips. If you're interested in a customized nutrition and training plan, advice and support, drop me a DM. I'd love to help. Setting time aside to prospect people on social media platforms is a cost-effective way of generating your own business. Voucher code sites. Using voucher code sites, you can actually advertise your personal training business for free to a huge database of people local to you. Large voucher code sites like My Voucher Codes, Voucher Cloud, and Groupon have millions of subscribers from all over the country, including potential clients local to you. After all, everyone loves a discount. See here how SK Personal Training is advertising their one-to-one online personal training via Groupon. And here, how Hello Fit is using Groupon to advertise their fitness classes without paying a penny in upfront fees. All you have to do is go to Groupon and fill in their Groupon merchant form with your business details. Wait for Groupon to approve you, and then you can start uploading discounts and deals that get sent to thousands of subscribers in your local area. Bark. If you're wanting to market your personal training business for free, using Bark is an absolute must. Bark is a platform that connects customers to services from every sector, including personal training. See here how personal trainer Esther Anu has set up her Bark profile to start getting prospective clients contact her via their platform. Once you've set up your profile, Bark emails you with leads straight into your inbox from people looking for a personal trainer based on your location. See on screen this email that was sent to our inbox from Bark's platform based on our Liverpool head office address. You can then contact the lead directly via phone, email, or Bark's messaging system. Getting started with Bark could not be easier. Sign up by clicking Join as a Professional and fill in your company's details and you're off. Set up a referral scheme. Referrals from your existing clients are the most powerful type of lead you can get, and they're free. If you're starting a personal trainer business with no money, getting a pipeline of referrals is critical for scaling your business. In fact, referrals are that powerful, they convert into new paying customers almost every time. See here, Origym's conversion rate from referrals compared to other types of inquiry. As you can see, for every 100 referrals we get, 77 of them will convert into new paying customers, far stronger than setting up Google ads or running Facebook and Instagram campaigns. The reason referrals work so well is you're getting endorsed by a third party, your client. Your client is doing the majority of the hard work for you, promoting your services to their friends, family, and work colleagues. If any of their friends are in need of a trainer, the natural choice is for them to pick the trainer that comes recommended from a reliable and trustworthy source, your existing client. When setting up your referral scheme, ensure you give something to both the referrer and the referee. This double incentivizes the process. It incentivizes the client to push your offer and then the recipient to actually sign up. See here, Origym's referral process for our personal training students. They can refer someone to any of our courses and get paid up to £100 or a free fitness CPD course of their choosing. And their friend, they get an automatic 10% discount for signing up. When you are starting a fitness business with no money, you need to ensure all your clients are told about the referral incentive when they sign up, during check-ins and on progress reports. Just ensure to mix up your referral prices every now and then, just to keep things fresh. On that note, that wraps it up for this video. Please give the video a thumbs up if you found it useful, subscribe, and let me know in the comment section below which tip you're going to implement first. If you want to take the first step to starting your fitness career, download our course prospectus. It's in the first comment on this video. My name is Luke Hughes from Origym. Thanks for watching.